All right, so a medical doctor, I think he's a medical doctor, I'm not sure, but this guy right here, where I'm pointing, he's a doctor. And unfortunately, he's going broke. And he makes six figures per year. But whatever, let's get started with this video and waste no time here. Let's do it.
Love is what I got. I said, remember that. All right, buckle up. So apparently this dude makes six figures and somehow he's still broke. And I think he's also a doctor. So that's not adding up.
Now,
But it looks like he's effing had it. So let's hear him out.
I'm 41 years old. I went to school for 8 years and paid back 80 grand in student loans to become a physical therapist with a doctoral degree. I've been making six figures for 12 years now. Long time, whole boatload of money.
How do you make six figures for 12 years and go broke? This 12 years, six figures each year, and you're going broke. That's insane. That's wild.
I am broke. Our mortgage, we're lucky enough to own a home.
Okay, off rip. I'm already thinking just like you are. How?
Yeah.
How are you broke? Please show me. I want to see the fuck. I want to see.
Yeah.
Off rip.
Nope.
Our mortgage is not an overtly huge percentage of our income. We're not big spenders. We don't even spend on vacations because another piece of privilege is I married into a family that actually has a vacation home on a beach or near a beach. It's very nice. We don't pay to stay there.
Already this video is pissing me off, but he seems like a pretty likable guy, so. But it's irking me.
Definitely.
It really is.
We're not big spenders. We drive two used cars. And the cost of living has nearly forced us to sell our house and move in with my mother-in-law, I guess.
So again, six figures. At this point, and this is me speaking as a 40-year-old man, something is going on. Like there's more to the story, basically, right? There's more to the story that he's not telling people. There's no way you're not tracking your expenses. It's not that hard. It's just not that difficult. Making six figures, you can't track where your money's being spent or where it's going. Like, nah.
I don't know. I didn't go to school for as long as I did and pay back 80 grand in student loans so that I could be broke. This economy is horseshit.
He blames the economy. I think it's really you, sir. It's not the economy. I'm not. Hear me out. The economy is not the best right now, right? For a lot of people, but six figures, I think you're the issue.
Yeah.
No.
Write that down. Write that down. That's going to be the title of this video. This economy is horseshit. ... Something's not adding up.
It's not.
It's just not.
Nope.
Hold on. Before he keeps going, let me look at the
Nope.
comments. This guy goes, I don't buy it. There's something he's not telling us. Okay, hold on. The math ain't mathin'.
Nope.
With all this inflation, six figures is not a lot of money anymore. Simply disgusting. Something in this guy's story doesn't add up. We gotta see. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
It's not.
It's absolute horseshit. Every day I wake up, I seethe with anger.
No.
I seethe with anger.
It's not good, man.
And I work in home health and I drive through the countryside and I see gorgeous, 3, 4, 5,000 square foot houses that are being built brand new, and they're being built by boomers. Yeah. Because nobody who's 41 years old right now has $500,000, $750,000 to spend on a brand new house.
I mean, well, most of us don't.
The average American household income is like 75 grand. The average American income for a household needed to buy a house is around 125 grand. It's insanity.
Okay, I think he has a wife though. Like maybe put her to work, get her out on the corner.
I feel like there's more to the story. Maybe someone's sick. Maybe someone's on drugs. Maybe someone, I mean, there's more that he's not saying. Cause yeah, it's not adding up like everyone's saying.
Trick her out.
Nope.
I don't mean that literally. I just mean in general. Something ain't right about this.
The only reason, get this, the only reason that I actually have been prevented from selling our house is because of TikTok. I have another account with, it's coming up on 190,000 followers. My wife and I randomly had a video get 32 million views. And overnight, we were content creators.
No.
And at that moment, it was an absolute life preserver that we started making money from our content.
Wow.
Weird world.
TikTok has kept us, and we do monetize on YouTube as well, but not nearly to the degree of TikTok. TikTok has kept me from having to sell my house. If you'd have fucking told me when I was in school, when I was at the classroom building downtown, studying at midnight and probably into the early morning for a test the next day or the day after that hey, one day, the only reason you won't have to sell your house because of the cost of living is because of this social media app that you're going to make videos on, and people are going to watch them, and that's the only reason you won't have to sell your house. And I haven't talked about any of this directly to this point because I guess the tariffs today doing what they're doing to the stock market.
He's blaming the tariffs. Okay, so he blames the economy. He blames the tariffs. Notice he's blaming everybody but himself. He blames everybody but himself. Economy, tariffs, Trump. Come on, man. You're the issue. 6 figures?
And on top of that, China pushing the pause button on the TikTok
Blaming
deal
China.
because of the tariffs against the Chinese, the nation of China. It put me over the edge today. So I really hate it here. I really hate it here. And again, let me make sure you guys understand. I'm a straight, white, raised in church guy. People like me run the world. I get that. There's a whole lot of privilege behind what I'm saying, but wow.
He goes, I couldn't imagine 20 years ago sitting in school if you would have told me that I was going to be posting videos on an app called TikTok, that would save me financially.
A lot of people keeps blaming everything but themselves. And I notice that's a really big trend right now with the layoffs, with this and that, with the cost of living. A lot of time it's really people, it's really you. The fact that you make 6 figures a year and you're still claiming that you're broke, I think it's a you problem, not the economy. Again, it's not the best economy right now, but for someone to be able to make 6 figures for years, and you're struggling financially, you're the issue.
Not having a doctoral degree. Oh, no. And then if you would have told me, hey, one day, straight white men with blue eyes are going to be just as fucked as every other race, I would have believed you. Something still doesn't... Okay, if you live in California, New York City, but even then, dude, 2 people, I understand one single cat, just one dude out there on his lonesome. Might be a little rough, but take home 100 grand a year,
right.
You should still be okay. He's not a big spender. He's not gay.
Right.
He is white. doctoral degree. Did we say the doctor thing?
Nope.
6 figures. 6 fingers.
You're the issue, sir.
Count 'em. I'm still having. I do get it. I do get it. But you should be at least not stressing and being totally broke at that level.
When they start blaming tariffs and the economy and Trump and look, man, I love how everyone's to blame but you, literally, and that's what I see from a lot of people. It's always something else that's causing you to not, be financially, good. So it's almost silly for someone to be making that kind of revenue per year for years, and you're still sitting here complaining that you're broke.
I'm having a hard time.
What?
Even living in California, you could still get a place for $3,000 a month.
Come on, man.
You could still somehow save $500 a month. Or maybe you can't. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my bills are just so low. I don't know.
What a shitty way for this all to have turned out. If you'd have told 18-year-old me, yeah, you're going to get a doctorate in the healthcare field. You're going to be a physical therapist. You're going to help a lot of sick people get well. Oh, by the way, by the time you're 41, you won't be able to fix your own car.
Loser.
I had to borrow money from my parents last fall when a hurricane came 300 miles inland.
No.
And it damaged my roof. I did not have the money to pay the insurance premium so that my house could be repaired.
I will say one thing, because I do own a house. I got it inherited. I still pay a big mortgage. Not huge, but still bills. It's not just like, here's a free house. You're good. You're have at it. No, that's not how it works. But for instance, last year, between the plumbing and a new air conditioner, $10,000. 10 grand, right out of my butt. Just like that. I said, I'll be inside counting the money. Just tell me how much it is.
You just got to budget, man. Listen, I run a small business. My wife and I run a small business. You have to budget, right? We make 6 figures per year. My wife and I make 6 figures. We do pretty well. We don't have any kids. We live very comfortable here in South Florida. But my whole point is we budget. We still do fun things, vacation or whatever. We drive 2 brand new cars. We're doing pretty well in life, right? But my whole point is we budget. There's no way someone's making 6 figures. Both mom and dad are making that kind of money per year and you're still broke. I mean, like everyone says, something's not adding up. No, it's just not.
So to be fair, I get that aspect. But at the same time, something still ain't adding up.
Nope.
Something's smelling a little suspect here. Or maybe it's just that bad. I don't know.
No.
Probably both.
Nope.
And then my car needed a lot of work done to it. Don't have the money for that. My dad just so happens to be, another piece of privilege, just so happens to be a brilliant mechanic. And he fixed it. And, I'm going to pay him back for the parts, but he's saying, don't worry about paying me back for the labor. Probably $1,000 in labor. It's roughly $1,500 to fix my car, which I use for work. Yeah.
So, dude, it just doesn't make sense.
Nope.
$1,500.
Nope.
You should, with that kind of income, you should have no problem.
Exactly.
Yo, this guy needs to do some, unless he's just bullshitting us here, but that just isn't making sense.
No, it's not.
It's just not adding up.
So, unless people keep watching our videos on this app, on that other account, we're going to have to sell this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Also, I have high cholesterol, and I got put on 10 milligrams of rosuvastatin, which has cut my LDL cholesterol in half, thank God, because I don't want to die of a stroke in my 50s.
No, you don't.
Or a heart attack. But I'll just bet the stress of this entire financial situation has contributed to that. But there's no time for that. Got to go back to work. So, I don't know. I'm
Budget, man, budget.
You know, the president signed a 75-day extension.
This is where living frugal has to, come into play here. Like you have to really cut down a lot of your, expenses. Once again, I'm not sure exactly if he's telling, like he said, is he telling the truth? But if he is, man, live frugal, man. A lot of people can do it. A lot of people can just, cut down and save money and not spend so much money. But six figures, man. Again, there's more to the story, literally.
Because China pushed pause on the deal. I don't know. Yeah, other millennials, you let me know in the comments, man. I know it's not going well. It's not going well. I can't buy my wife a present when I want to. I can't buy my daughter a present when I want to. There's no money. There's no money.
Okay, he didn't mention the kid. All right, you got a wife and a daughter. Is the wife working at all? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you get yourself a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home girlfriend. Oh yeah, six figures is just that. $100,000 a year. That's cutting it close. Throw a kid in the mix. Yeah, forget it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It is kind of crazy to think though. Like I'm even doing the internet money.
I don't know, man.
It is bizarre.
I don't know.
It really is bizarre. I get that. Kid, wife, especially if she's stay at home. He didn't say nothing about her working. Now, if she's working, something's up.
Okay. So that's my fault. I thought both parents were working. Okay, so if he's the breadwinner, different story. Okay.
Then you got daycare.
Okay.
How old's the kid?
All right.
You know what I mean? Okay.
All right.
Let me see this. With all this inflation, all right, let's
Okay.
get down to some more comments. Six figures and still broke. Start frugal living. I make
Exactly.
less than him, pay a mortgage, no vacations, etc. Yet things are expensive, etc. But we are doing fine. I don't get it. Yeah, he threw the kid in the mix at the end of that conversation. And then also, we're not sure if this wife of his is working or not. Besides the TikTok money, which this shit varies, okay? Inflation has made a
Sure it
100K
does.
salary into 50K in 5 years. Yeah, of course. Six-figure salary and you're struggling? Question mark. Even with this economy, he goes, you should be doing fine. This guy responds, killer advice. You're not alone. We didn't vote for him. We're all paying the consequences. Okay. My husband left after 31 years. I stayed home with the kids for 18 years. Never thought I would be worried about money at 61 years of age. It's terrifying. You're not alone. 2 degrees here between my husband and I. Can barely make it. 2 seconds away from being homeless. Okay, that's extreme. This guy is making 6 figures here. Pretty
Literally.
I get it. $100,000 a year. It's only $8,000 a month. I mean, think about it though. $8,000 a month. You got a stay-at-home wife. Now I'm just throwing words in this guy's mouth. Stay-at-home wife. You got a kid. Yeah, that's gonna go pretty fucking quick. That's how fast that's gonna go. It's gonna go real fast.
It's possible, but I still think there's more to the story. But I think we'll just stop here. But yeah, man, when I see these kind of videos, I'm always seeing people blaming everything and everyone but them. They're never blaming their spending habits, and that's a real issue for a lot of people too, man. I mean, how do you spend your money? Where is it being spent? Are you tracking it? So it's I hate talking like I know his business enough to just make these claims, but Jesus Christ, man, to make 6 figures per year and you're still struggling, I just can't understand. You must be doing something wrong. I mean, it has to be you. You can't just be blaming everyone else besides yourself. Terrorists, economy, Trump, China. Come on, man. It's really you. But anyways, I'm getting tired. Let me get out of here. Thanks for watching this video. I'll leave all my socials down below if you want to connect with me elsewhere. Much love to you. My name is Ario the Juice. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.